Donell, are you ready for a bath? Donell, you ready for bath time?
Yeah.
All right, so it is bath time. We just finished eating dinner. It's about 7 o'clock, and this is when I start to get Donell ready to go to sleep. Okay, bath is done. Now it's time to get in our jeebies. So as you can hear, Donell is crying. So we put him in the bed at 7:30, 7:45. And he always cries for at least a couple of minutes before he finally settles down. So, yeah. I won't make you listen to all of it, but this is how it starts. Okay. So I had to stop filming last night and film the rest of it today because Donell was in a crazy mood, and it's kind of ironic I'm trying to film a sleep video in a crazy mood. But anyway, just a little bit of background. Donell sleeps in a crib in the room with Mila now. When my husband was deployed, we co-slept. So Donell is still breastfeeding, but was breastfeeding full-time at the time that Dontarius left for deployment. So we co-slept, and I nursed him throughout the night. And then when he was 6 months, maybe 7 months old, we started to sleep train. So he would be in my room in the crib, Mila would be in her room, and I slept in the living room on a day bed. The way that we sleep trained him was using the Ferber method. So the Ferber method is, sometimes people don't like to use it. It's not like the crying out method, but it does have some crying in it. You are going in there and comforting your baby, but you're not staying in there rocking them completely to sleep. You want to put them down in the bed drowsy and let them cry. The first day is let them cry for 3 minutes. You go in, you stay in for 2 minutes only. You try not to pick them up. You try and soothe them with them still in the crib. Then you leave after 2 minutes, and then you let them cry for 5 minutes. Then you go back in for 2 minutes. Leave the room. Try not to pick them up. Then after that, you leave, you wait 10 minutes. Then you go back in, you soothe them for 2 minutes, then you leave, and then you go back in 10 minutes again. That's the first night. The second night, you'll do 10 minutes the first time. You'll go in for 2 minutes, soothe them back to sleep, leave. Then you'll go in after 12 minutes. I'm sorry, the first time is 5 minutes, then 10 minutes, then 12 minutes, then 12. Day 3 is 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 15, 15. And you can find this chart on Google. Just type in the Ferber method chart and you'll be able to see this, and you can write it down, follow along with it. It does take a week. Hang in there. I know it's hard. Try to do this when they're not teething, when they're not going through a growth spurt, when they're not sick. Try and do it when they are healthy, happy babies, because it'll make it a lot easier, and you do have to do this for a week, and you have to continue to do this. Donell still cries for a few minutes before he goes to bed, and then he calms down, and everything is good. He lays down, goes to sleep, he sleeps through the night. Now, mind you, he was the baby who I would put him in the crib asleep, and he would stay asleep until like 11 o'clock, and then I'd have to pick him up, and he would co-sleep with me. He would never sleep on his own, and he would never stay asleep. He would wake up and need me. So just stick with it, hang in there. I know it's hard, I know it sucks. I cried a lot during this method because I didn't want to hear my baby cry, and because I was breastfeeding, sometimes I would hurt, I would leak. So just know all those things are normal and you will get through it. The next thing I wanted to talk about was transitioning them into the same room. So for a while, Donell would be in my room, and then Mila would be in her room, and I would sleep on the daybed in the living room. Well, it got to the point where my back started to hurt, and I knew my husband was going to be coming home soon, and we would want the room to ourselves without any babies, because walking around, talking, opening the door would wake up Donell. That's why I slept in the living room. So I talked to my doctor about it and asked her when she thought would be a good time to transition them, how she recommends it, what tips to do, and literally all she said to me was just do it. Just move the crib into the room with her, and just do it. Because the more you think about it and the more that you over obsess about it, the more they're going to feel that. So you literally just have to say to the older one, baby's gonna sleep in your room now. Donell goes to bed at 7:38-ish now. He was like a hard 7:30, and now it's like closer to 8 as he's getting older. So 7:30 or 8, and then Mila is like 8:30. So Donell will do his little cry, he'll fall asleep, and then by 8:30 he's asleep. I bring Mila in there, and she is loud. She still talks. I don't know how she doesn't wake him up. If an opening a door wakes him up when I open the door, like when I would come into the room to try and go to sleep, it would wake him up. But she'll sit in there and she'll sing and talk and kick the back of the crib, and it doesn't wake him up. I don't know how. I don't know. But I told her, baby's sleeping in your room now. You have to be very quiet. You have to be respectful of baby sleeping. And she kind of understands it, but for the most part, she still is loud. Anyway, they both end up falling asleep, and it's fine. I took a little video of what we do and their setup in there, and about like what sound machines we use. One of them is, this is the sound machine. This is the it is a sound machine, but we use it for white noise, and it does put stars on the ceiling too for like a nightlight. But it's a little owl from Skip Hop. It's a great noise machine. It's got different settings on the back. I think it's like, oh yeah, sets for 15, 30, or 60 minutes, and or it can be continuous. It plugs in, no batteries are required. And then there's a volume control. It plays 4 melodies and 4 natural sounds. One of them is just like plain white noise. Let's see. It projects the moon and stars on the ceiling, and then the belly also lights up too, so for like an extra light. But yeah, it's really great. I love this one. The other white noise machine that we have is actually from Amazon. You could just type in like noise machines. I don't know the exact brand. I think I have it in that video. I like flipped it over so you could see the brand names. You could look at that. But yeah, it's a great machine. We just turn that one on. That one's timed for 120 minutes from the time that Donell goes to sleep. So it'll shut off like 30, 40 minutes after Mila goes to sleep. So each of them gets about an hour of the music. And it's playing right now. I don't think you can hear it, but I can hear it. They're taking a nap, so they do nap together. I put them down at different times at night, but at nap time, I put them down at the same time. And they seem to like both cry, and then they're fine. So Mila did used to use a passy, and I just took it away from her cold turkey. She took it on a walk with us, and she dropped it on the ground. So I told her that passy needed to be thrown away, and then that was it. And that worked. So some moms have to do like cold turkey. They have to do a system where they like cut off the tip every so like slowly to get them to stop using it or stop wanting it. So yeah, she only used it at nap time and at nighttime, and it was easy to just say, sorry, it got dirty, we had to throw it away, and mommy can't get you another one. And she hasn't really asked for it since, so that's good. Donell never took a passy, so I never had to worry about that. I've heard that most breastfed babies don't. Mila got breast milk, but she didn't get it from the breast. So, but that's it. that's our sleep. That's how we got them sleep trained, and yeah, it's been great ever since. Okay, so here is a quick little tour of the kids' bedroom. This is Mila's crib. And she sleeps right when you walk into the room. This is she sleeps on the first crib. And then we have some blackout curtains. Behind this is the blackout cardstock thick paper blackout curtains. Sorry, I can't find my words. And then just like my mom had a bunch of denim jean fabric, so she made these curtains for me. They're very thick. And then here's Donell's crib. Donell, this actually was Mila's room, and then Donell moved in here, so we just put the crib that we recently bought right here. And then this is actually Mila's crib, but we switched out the mattresses, so she's sleeping on her same mattress. And then Donell, I'll show you. We'll always be able to tell whose crib it is because Donell bit his crib. So you can see the teeth marks all over the side of the crib. And I think there's some like, oh no, there's not. But yeah, he used to bite the side of the crib. So we bought these crib liners from Amazon, and they were a pretty good price. I think they were like $20, maybe less than that. But I will put the name of the company in the description box. But they're nice. They just tie onto the crib. Very easy. And yeah, then he doesn't bite it. These blankets are both from Target. They are like the muslin material. And the brand is the Cloud Island. And then Donell has the blue one with like the stripe on the inside. And then here's their cubby system. I got this from Target as well. With all their clothes in here. Jammies. So these are the noise machines that we use. This one's actually my mom's, but she's letting me use it for a little while because it plays a lullaby and you can time it. I will get the, let's see, Let's Fit is the brand name. It's really nice. You just touch it and it turns on. There's also a night light. And this is how you adjust it. And then just touch it to turn it off. And then the owl plays the white noise. So yeah, and this one also like puts stars on the ceiling. There's a bunch of different things. But this one's great. I love the white noise. We have the white noise playing all night, and the lullaby is timed. We use the Lollipop brand, Lollipop baby monitor. And it's really nice. This moves, so you can like take this off, but it just has its little home here, hangs out. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that it was informative. I hope that you learned something, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you don't already, follow me at sara.r.little on Instagram. Thank you so much. Have a great day, and don't forget to subscribe.